Hi everyone, this is Attorney Lillian and I am here today with your Tuesday tip. So basically, the family reunification paroles are specifically for the families that have already applied for an I-130. Right? You are, let's say you're a US citizen, you apply for an I-130 for your spouse who is from Colombia. And they are currently in Colombia waiting for an interview. The I-130 is approved and they're just waiting for an interview and it's taking forever. This parole program is for you, okay? So it is specifically, again, for people that already have an I-130 approved and the beneficiary, not the petitioner, the beneficiary of the I-130 has to be from Colombia, El Salvador, Guatemala, or Honduras. The only way to apply for this is by invitation. So this is the not so great part, right? Even though this new parole program is now active, right? The National Visa Center is the one that will actually send you an invitation to then apply for the parole. So you cannot just go and file for this parole without an invitation, okay? It will be denied if you do not have an invitation to apply. So that's number one, okay? Just because this parole exists does not mean you can just go and apply for it. You must be invited to apply. Your invitations, so invitations to apply started going out July 31st, 2023, right? July 31st, 2023, the National Visa Center, NVC, started sending out these invitations. So how can you make sure you don't miss an invitation? Update your address. Okay. So if you, when you filed your I-130, so the petitioner, right, the US citizen or permanent resident that's filing for a family member, when you filed your I-130, if you included an email address that is valid, the NVC will send you an email. If they do not have an email for you, then they will mail it to the address they have on file. So if since your I-130 was approved, you have moved, you need to update NVC of your new address. If since the time your I-130 was approved, you moved, you the petitioner, you the US citizen or permanent resident filing for a family member moved, you need to update your address with National Visa Center, not USCIS, okay? Do not do a change of address with USCIS. You need to do a change of address with the National Visa Center. How do you do this? You go on the NVC inquiry form, okay? The NVC inquiry form will let you put in all your information, the beneficiary's information, and then you can, on the box where you can put like the reason, you can say, I want to update my address. My former address is blah, blah, blah. My new address is blah, blah, blah. That way, the National Visa Center has a current address for you. All right. If you have, how do you file for the parole? You file an I-134A. Okay. So I have a whole video on the I-134A. It's a different parole program. However, it's the same exact form. So you can go ahead and fill that out once you get the invitation, basically saying that you are willing to sponsor the person. Again, if you are the petitioner of the I-130, you are willing to sponsor the person. So now you can do it this way. Why does this matter, right? In some countries, you are waiting outside the US for an interview for years. In some visa categories, you are waiting for years for a visa to become available. With this parole program, the person you're filing for can come into the US, live and work in the US while they wait for the visa to become available, while they wait for their green card application to be approved. But the main thing to keep in mind is it's by invitation only, and the NVC, the National Visa Center, will send you either an email or mail you a letter to the last address they have on file for you. So if the last address they have on file for you is no longer your current address, you need to go on the National Visa Center website and do a NVC inquiry form, and that way you can update them of your new address. Okay, so that is the biggest thing that I wanted to get out of the way, because it is so great and so important that people know about it and that you are aware of how you will be notified about it. Okay, so that is your tip for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. And if you like this video, go ahead and share it. If you know someone who needs to hear this, go ahead and share the video with them. If you like what I'm talking about, like the video. And if you're watching in a place that you can subscribe and you do not want to miss any of my uploads, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I am Lillian Chukura. I am the lawyer and owner of Lillylegal, where we help our clients get status for themselves and for their family using the U.S. immigration law system. Thank you. Bye.